What is up, members of my collector corps? It is I, Super Mario Zilla, or you can call me Vinny, and today we will be taking a look at the S.H.Figuarts Super Mario figures. Mario, the video game icon, for good reason. I'm sure he needs no introduction. I remember when the first wave of Mario Figuarts figures were announced. I was very excited, and they were sold at a much cheaper price. So at the time, with the exception of Bowser, I cut the figures slack since they were cheaper figures and were sold as Mario figures, not Smash Brothers figures. So they were nothing to get mad at, but Bowser was something to get mad at. He basically killed the line the first time. Now, the line is coming back, but there's a problem. These are the same exact figures, with the same exact problems, and a bit more expensive. This is a problem. These should have been brand new molds, no question about it. This worries me because Bandai is basically shooting themselves in the foot. This new line is dead on arrival, I guarantee it. If we see anything new after these, I'll be very surprised, but I won't be surprised if there's no more after this. Bandai, what were you thinking? There's nothing new about these Mario Figuarts. The only new thing is the stands included with the figures. They have their own logos printed on the stands, but that's it. There's nothing else new about these figures. In fact, this video is going to go over all these figures and going over why you probably shouldn't support this new line and why Bandai should not have just reissued the figures. Alright, so here's how it's gonna work. I'm reviewing these figures like I have the new ones, but already have the knowledge of how the old ones are. To educate the people who probably have seen the new Mario Figuarts and are thinking about buying them, but to probably hold off. I'll just say it right now, I can only recommend these new figures if you don't have them at all. But if you already have them, or if these don't impress you, you're better off staying away. Now, let's finally take a look at these Mario figures. We're starting off with the one and only Super Mario. To begin, Mario looks good. His design is hard to mess up. It's a relatively simple design. The paint, wherever there is paint, is clean. Most parts of the figure are molded colors, which is fine, no complaints there. Mario features some digital printing in the eyes, so that's neat. They look really good. And the overall head sculpt is flawless. Looks like the previous design of Mario. Admittedly, on these newer figures, I wish they updated the designs to how they look in Mario Wonder and Mario Kart World. That would have just made more sense to me, but of course not. Also, Mario doesn't feature that much expression. It's strictly the goofy smile that just ends up limiting posing. Whatever posing these figures have anyway. Overall, Mario doesn't look bad, but he does look dated. A new mold would have done wonders for the design here, for both looks and articulation.
Alright, articulation. This is going to prove why this figure needed a new mold desperately. Alright, the head can look left and right. Just gotta finagle it because the ball joint is kind of tucked in there. But otherwise, he can look left and right just fine. And he can look... Well, that happened. As you can see, the head can pop off relatively easily. Anyway, the head, he can look down just about that far and can look up. Not very far at all. Arms can go way less than 90 degrees at the shoulders. Seriously, this is as far as they go. They can rotate. Elbows are on a single hinge, can go just about 90 degrees. Hands are strictly on a swivel, not a ball joint. There's no waist articulation at all. Legs can kick upward, just about this far forward. Can kick backward, not very far back at all. And the splits, he cannot really do the splits. There's a thigh swivel. Single hinge knee can go just about 90 degrees. And his ankles are on a double ball peg. They can kick this far back. Can go not very far forward. An ankle rocker is okay. So articulation on Mario is, well, I don't know how to explain it. It's not very good. I mean, it was actually okay when this figure was 24 bucks. But now that it's 40, Yeah, that's a little bit hard to swallow. Like $24, that's fine. 40? No. Anyway, Mario also does come with accessories on the new package. The new package, he comes with his alternate hands. Before, it was strictly locked behind playset B, the alternate hands for the Koopa Shell. And he has the holes to hold the Koopa Shell. But otherwise, they can be used as regular splayed out open hands with whatever. He also comes with a gold coin, which is a recipe for a fingerprint magnet. It is way too glossy and can catch fingerprints really easily. And also has a stand to pop on. He comes with a back plate for his Tamashii stage. Now on the new figure, the Tamashii stage has his logo on it, but on his stand before, it was just strictly green. Anyway, as you can see, it plugs in easily. He also comes with a mushroom, the classic mushroom. He also comes with a question mark block. And here's his stand, with a stage unknown arm. Now, like I said, if you get the new figure, his logo, the M, will be on the stand. But this is just a green stand. But anyway, his stand plugs into his back with no issue, and he can do a jumping pose with no problem. So, Mario's accessories are fine. It's an okay package, and I'm glad he comes with his back plate, his stand, and his hands this time around. They're not locked behind a playset, but still. For $40, I feel like we could have got maybe 2 more blocks. Maybe. Otherwise, his accessories are fine.
Now we move on to Green Mario, who looks good as well, but does have the same issue as Red Luigi. Dated. And would have looked better as an updated design. Luigi, however, does feature a neutral expression which doesn't limit posing, so that's nice. I didn't mention this with Mario, but the way the joints look, Mario and Luigi look like they were both designed as robots. Not exactly a nice thing. Green Luigi, like Red Luigi, features the same digital eye printing, so the eyes do have the same gorgeous look if you look up close. Paint where there is paint is very clean, but the colors, again, are molded rather than painted. Again, not a bad thing, but something I would want to point out. Like Mario, Luigi's design is hard to mess up. It's mostly simplistic. But like with Mario, a new mold with his Mario Kart World and Wonder design would have worked here. I don't know if this is the Nintendo that demanded the figures be reissued or if it was Bandai. Either way, it makes no sense to me. Overall, like Mario, Luigi looks fine, but could have done better, especially for that higher price point.
Luigi's articulation compared to Mario is not that much better. It's really not that much better. So, let's see what it's got. Head is on a ball joint. Can wiggle around, can look side to side with no issue. Can look down just about this far, which is not far at all, and can look up. Pretty much can't look up at all. So that's disappointing. Shoulders can go a little bit higher than Mario. Just a little bit. Can rotate. The bicep swivel is technically within the shoulder, so there's that. Elbows are on a single hinge, can go just a little bit less than 90 degrees. Hands are on a swivel. Legs can kick forward, just about this far forward. Can kick backward, not very far back at all. Splits, cannot really do the splits. Thighs can swivel. Single hinge knees can go just about 90 degrees. And like Mario, the ankles are on a double ball peg. Can go this far forward. Can go this far backward. This far forward. And ankle rocker is okay. So Luigi's articulation ain't that much better than Mario, but back then, when this figure used to be like $30, it was acceptable. But now that it is $40, same as Mario, yeah, that's another tough pill to swallow. For his accessories, like with Mario, on the new package, he has his alternate hands, which can hold the Koopa shell. Speaking of which, he comes with a red Koopa shell. This works with both Mario and Luigi, so I'll go over it with just Luigi here. In order to get either of them to hold a Koopa shell, you get two of these pegs. You got these angled pegs and you got these straight pegs. The straight pegs are if you want to hold the shell like this. The angled pegs are if you want to hold the shell like this rather than, this way. So let me show you how it is done. Just gotta get... There you go. Just gotta find the peg hole and they peg in with no problem. You may need to squeeze them in there, but again, should be no issue. The peg holes are on the hands. Obviously it's easier because the hands are not on Luigi, but still, this is how you get either Luigi or Mario to hold a Koopa shell. And like I said, they hold it this way with the angled pegs, but they can hold it this way with the straight pegs by plugging them in this side of the shell and this side of the shell. So they hold it horizontally instead of, vertically, like this. So that's all fine and dandy. He comes with a brick block. And he comes with his own stand, like with Mario on the new package, the new figure. Luigi will have his L logo on the stand, rather than just being green. And of course, he has the plate to plug into his back. So Luigi, like with Mario, is okay with accessories, although I do wish he did come with a gold coin or something, and maybe just a couple more blocks, especially with that $40 price. So, again, that's a little bit of a tough pill to swallow with the accessories. It's not bad, but I feel like with Mario, he could have came with just a tad bit more. Just a tad.
Yoshi has a simple design that's, again, hard to mess up. Features more paint than the Mario Brothers, and he looks good. The joints, again, are too robotic for my liking, but the colors are very bright and vibrant. Yoshi has a very nice look when it comes to colors, but again, the mold needed an upgrade. Should have used Mario Wonder's design again. This makes no sense to me at all. Like Mario and Luigi, Yoshi features some of the same digital printing design seen in the eyes. So again, they have a nice look. Yoshi doesn't look bad again, but for his price on the new release, I'd say much more could have been done here. Again, it makes no sense that they didn't upgrade. I thought these were Figuarts, not Monster Arts. Overall, Yoshi looks fine, but nothing impressive.
Yoshi's articulation is okay. Do I think it's as good as... Do I think it's good? I'm not sure. It's okay, but still has a fair share of issues. Let's go over it. Head is on a swivel ball joint type of thing. Like, here's what it looks like. It's on a ball joint, but it's mostly a swivel. But he could still look up with no issue. Can still look up, can look down. Realistically, I mean, and can also look side to side. This back dorsal plate can push in to allow for some more pulsability. The mouth can open up like this. Shoulders can hinge upward just about 90 degrees, which is impressive because Mario and Luigi can't do this, but Yoshi can. So that's a bit sad. Can swivel. But it's always at an angle. Elbows can go just a little bit less than 90 degrees. And we have swivel hinge wrists. The legs can kick forward, just about this far forward. Can kick backward, just about this far back. And can he do the splits? He can just about do the splits. Just a little bit. And ankles are on ball joints. So Yoshi's articulation, it's alright. I just wish that the head can move a little bit more. Oh, I forgot to mention, this back hump right here can move. It's on a swivel hinge. So, okay. Yeah, articulation is okay. I think it is a little bit better than Mario Luigi, but for $60, actually not even 60, 67, 68. He could have had more. He could have had more. For accessories, he has an egg that's fixed into his left hand. So unless you're willing to break it, this egg is useless. Unless you're willing to... Why didn't they make the egg separate? Mamma mia. Okay. We have a... Wait. Did I get my hands mixed up? Okay. No, that's the left hand. My bad. Okay, and this is the right. And this is the right hand with no egg. The egg cannot interchange between the hands, so don't even try. Yoshi has his tongue that can stretch out to eat enemies like Koopa Troopas and Goombas. So, let's get it interchanged. We can pop this out. For this. And there we go. Yoshi now has his tongue. I'm not sure how you could have done that better, so I think engineering on that is okay. Yoshi also has an alternate pair of eyes to make him look off to the side. Gotta pop this off, pop off the eyes, pop the new eyes on, and then pop his eyes back on the head, and there you go. He also comes with a stand with a double arm, which can plug up into his, well, you know. He also comes with these cradles for any of the Mario Brothers to ride on Yoshi. This skinnier cradle is for Luigi, while this fatter cradle is for Mario. So let's get Mario on here, shall we? I already gave Mario his open hands. It's a little bit tricky to get Mario or Luigi on here. It's a little bit tricky, but it's possible. Yeah, that's not right. You gotta make it so to where Mario's sitting on the clear peg and not just... That was more difficult than I thought, but here we go. Here's Mario on top of Yoshi. Pretty cool. Like, I do appreciate the option to have Mario and Luigi ride Yoshi. That's pretty cool. Does it justify almost $70? No. No, it does not. No, it does not. Not even close. So, yeah, pretty cool. But, I don't know. I don't know.
Out of all the figures, this desperately needed the upgrade the most. Alright, so sculpted paint and detailing is really nice. Bowser features some actual texture. It's not an all smooth surface, so that's really nice. I like that. The colors are very bright and vibrant like Yoshi. However, most of the sculpt is fixed. Good for the looks, bad for the articulation. And there's another big problem with Bowser, which I'll go over later in the size comparison. Bowser arguably is the best looking out of all the figures, but again, the mold should have been redesigned to match his Mario Wonder look. I'm disappointed to say that it doesn't meet the expectations, especially for that ungodly price tag of $80. Not cool, Bandai. Overall, Bowser fails to meet expectations for his price point. Looks great, but that only goes so far.
Bowser's articulation is the worst out of all the Mario Figuarts so far. He is not posable. Not posable. Head is on the ball is on the ball peg. We got a lot of gapping. Like major gapping. This piece of the hair is on a ball joint so he can look up with no issue. but he can't really look up that high. Down, can't really look down that much either. He can look down, it's just that, you know. And he can look left and right with no problem. Although, do keep in mind, he does have a lot of gapping. Shoulders on ball joints. That's about it. It is a little bit useless. He got range, but what's the point if there's no elbow joints and whatever? He's got nothing. Biceps can swivel, which is useless because the ball joints can rotate, which act as a bicep swivel anyway. So this is here for literally no reason. Hands on a swivel. The jaw, for some reason, is not on a hinge to this day. Makes absolutely no sense why there's no jaw articulation. Legs can kick forward, just about this far forward, backward, all the way back. Splits. Well, I can't really tell if he's doing a splits because his legs are fixed. Look at how ugly they look when they're spread. And there's no tail articulation. This is pitiful. How the articulation is. It was already bad on Bowser when he used to be $65. Nowadays, the new release, he's $80. $80. That is not right. This is why these figures should have been on new molds. Not reissues. New molds, not reissues. Does that make sense to you? Yeah, articulation of Bowser is not good. Accessories. He has 2 alternate hands, which literally make no difference compared to the regular hands. Like, there's barely any difference to these hands. He has an open jaw to make it look like his mouth is open. Just need to pop off the bottom jaw. There we go. And there you go. He's roaring. And he comes with a fireball jaw to make it look like he's shooting a fireball. Yeah. And he comes with a stand, although instead of being green, it's actually gray this time. Obviously, on the new release, he has his logo printed on the stand. And he also comes with a double arm that plugs up his... I'm not even gonna say it. Bowser does not come with a lot. Does not pose a lot. Do you see the problem for an $80 release? This is pitiful. Absolutely pitiful.
Here's a size comparison with other figures you may or may not own. Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi scale just fine. They're small and scale within each other. Okay, cool. But Bowser, you see the problem, right? Bowser is ridiculously tiny, same size as Luigi and barely taller than Mario. What? For $80, he should have been a lot bigger. No questions asked. Bowser is pathetic. And that is just sad. Unless you don't have the original figures, the reissues will not do you any favors. They're not what they used to be. What used to be affordable and fun is now nothing more than a pipe dream. The Mario Brothers should not be $40 a brother. Yoshi definitely should not be $60, and Bowser should absolutely not be $80. These new releases are sad. No new updates, no nothing. Just lazy cash grabs. Honestly, I don't think I could recommend these figures, period. They're all tough pills to swallow. How can Bandai do this to Mario of all characters? They all needed upgrades, something Bandai has done many times before for other figures. They're clearly not incapable of doing it. In my brutally honest opinion, I don't recommend these figures. If you still want to get them even after everything I said, then go for it. But otherwise, I would just stay away. There's other better Mario figures worth your time and money, which arguably feature more range of movement than all these figures, by the way. It's shameless what Bandai is doing here, and it pains me to say that, because it probably means we're not getting Princess Peach, no Donkey Kong, no Daisy, no Toad, no Toadette, no Wario, nothing. The revitalized Mario line is dead on arrival, with absolutely no chance at a comeback again in the future. I am very much disappointed.